Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to New Reviews. Friends, today we are going to review and analyze the part 2 of the anime The Fragment Flower Blooms with Dignity, which includes episodes 5, 6 and 7, where friendship will be tested, lot of unspoken emotions, and along with comforting one's own vulnerabilities. Here, there will be a mix of light humor, emotional confrontation, misunderstanding, and most importantly, showing courage to express one's true feelings. So let's begin. Episode 5 opens on a high note where Rintaro finally passed in his maths exam, and not only that, he also avoided failing on the other subjects as well. When everything was going well, Rintaro's friend Saku suddenly found a memo in Rintaro's note. At first, Saku could not believe what's going on. Why a memo of Kauduko, who is a student of Kikyo High School, doing in Rintaro's notes? But he did not get a single answer from Rintaro. So he was very disappointed and a sense of discord between them grew. Later in the evening, Saku's friend Usagi and Ayato tried to calm him down and console him that Rintaro does not mean to hide anything from his friends. So they said that surely he must have a very important reason to hide stuff from his friends. On the other hand, Saku felt that Rintaro does not trust him, even though they were friends. By the way, on a lighter note, look at Kauruko's face. She is waiting eagerly like a girlfriend waits for her beloved's message. And when she didn't get the message, she hopped by to Rintaro's shop for a visit and, of course, to buy cake which she likes. Waguri-san was very happy and excited to see Rintaro at the shop. Rintaro thanked her for helping him pass the examination, and Waguri-san was happy to hear that and proposed. スポーツ大会のことも良かったねのハイタッチ。 But when doing a high five, Waguri-san noticed that Rintaro's mind was not there, and he was very sad and thinking about something else. So she proposed. 元気ない時はいっぱい食べるといいよ。 Hearing Waguri-san's statement, Rintaro finally laughed wholeheartedly. He felt that all the depression and the fog in his mind has gone instantly. At the end of the episode, the last scene was very emotional when Rintaro's mother said, no matter how people treat him badly or whatever decision Rintaro takes in the near future and the things he does, as long as he is happy, his mother will be always by his side and will be happy for him. The scene was really touching that it really brought tears to my eyes. You should also watch it. Next, at the start of episode 6, we see a flashback moment of Kaoruko and Subaru-san's past. Just see this clip. You can see that Subaru-san was a real crybaby in her childhood, and she is 180-degree opposite to what she is shown at the present, a cool and a strong woman. But in reality, she was a real crybaby in her childhood and she looked up to Karuko-san and she still does the same in present day. Now, moving on to the present, here Subaru-san and Waguri-san was talking with each other where Subaru-san said that she met Rintaro and told him not to meet Waguri-san in the future. Even though the decision was for Waguri-san's sake, she did it unilaterally. And now she is regretting the decision, as she also knew in her heart that this decision could lead to hurting her best friend Kaoruko-san, as she has already seen how Kaoruko-san and Rintaro happily chatting with each other in the cafe. And because of this guilt and fear of rejection from her childhood friend, her heart is corroding away. That's why Subaru-san was desperately apologizing to Kaoruko-san with tears in her face, as she knew the gravity of the situation, and due to her mentally, her best friend Kaoruko-san will be very sad, and that's why she was crying and desperately apologizing to Kaoruko-san. But contradictory to her expectation, Kaoruko-san easily forgave her, and she also said sorry to Subaru-san for making her play a villain kind of role, as she knew from her bottom of her heart that Subaru-san was always worried about her, and she has seen with her eyes that how there is bad blood between Kikyo and Chidori High School. But Subaru-san still insisted that she is a bad person, and she did it without selfishly without consulting Kaoruko-san, which may lead to have hating her. But Kaoruko-san's reply was, 私のスバルが大好きだって。 hearing this, Subaru-san understand that Kaoruko-san also deeply cares for her, and as much as Subaru-san cares for Kaoruko-san. So she decided to be stronger both in her mind and her heart so that she could walk beside Kaoruko-san. And finally, upon Subaru-san's asking, Kaoruko-san finally confessed that she really likes Rintaro. Wow! The whole interaction between Kaoruko and Subaru-san played out so beautifully that I am really out of words. That just wow, man. This is how true friendship looks, where both the parties really care for each other from the bottom of their heart. And even if there is some misunderstanding or something wrong has been done, it can be cleared up by proper communication and a genuine apology. Like the whole scene played out, like I am really out of words. Just this was perfect. And next day, Rintaro met with Subaru-san in a park in order to ask for a favor. He said that he wants to keep on meeting Waguri-san in the future also. So he asked for permission from Subaru-san to keep on meeting her. He really pleaded to her. In response, Subaru-san that he is free to do what he likes. After hearing his plea, Subaru-san was thinking internally that Rintaro is a very kind person for his own good, and she also began to think internally that if she can love herself way more than she used to do, then she can move forward in a great and a different direction. So, as the first step, she decided that she wants to be friend with Rintaro. Rintaro accepted it. Just look how happy she is when the fog in her mind cleared up and she decided to move on, and she decided to slowly accept herself and love herself a bit more. In episode 6, Rintaro is really thinking hard how to make up with his friends and clear up the misunderstanding, which is bothering him for a while now. So he decided to meet with Waguri-san and Subaru-san in order to discuss how he can make up with his friends, unknown to the fact that his friends were telling him, and when they saw him meeting with the girls, look at Usagi Kun's face. He was absolutely in a shocker. During the cafe, there was a awkward and heartwarming moment when Rintaro and Waguri-san were a bit embarrassed to speak with each other as they themselves realized in their heart that their feelings about each other. This was really a great moment to watch out for. But on the other hand, someone is getting jealous. そんなと言っちゃいちょっとなんだよあの羨ましい状況。 Usagi is really getting jealous as Rintaro and the girls were flirting with each other. Oh my god. Oh. After that, Rintaro genuinely pleaded to both Waguri-san and Subaru-san that they let him tell the relation between him and the girls. He said that his friends Usagi, Saku, and Yorita were very precious to him as they were his only friends in high school when no one dared to befriend him, rather approach him, and that's why he genuinely cares for them. And this is because of this he cannot bear in his heart that he has to hide secrets from his precious best friends. After hearing his genuine plea, both Waguri-san and Subaru-san agreed. And now look at his friends who were listening to the whole conversation at a corner of the cafe. A mix of emotions was running through them. Oh, sad, hate, and also happy, as they were wondering why they doubt Rintaro, as he generally cares for them. And that's why they were really disgusted and hating themselves for even doubted Rintaro. While returning home, Rintaro and the girls encountered a delinquent gang who are here to pick up a fight with Rintaro and mess up with the girls. Just when Rintaro was wondering how to deal with them while protecting the girls as he was surrounded by them, Surprise, surprise. Unexpectedly, this time, Usagi-kun arrives as a hero to the party to save Subaru-san. And then the his other friends also arrive to the party. They said that they will take care of the gang i- in place of Rintaro. Now, Yorita, who is generally a calm and kind boy, is very angry when he heard that they messed up with Rintaro. Now, just see this clip. Wow, the last scene was really cool, and the aftermath of the battle, Yorita single-handedly crushed them like they were nothing. I got really awesome power. And after that, what's better? You left them with a deep scar in their minds by giving them a really cool dialogue. Just see this.
凛太郎は最高にかっこいい男だよ。
Wow, just wow, the scene is so perfect. Now it was Rintaro's turn to return the favor, and how he returns it. He hit the home run in the last ball, which led to getting a crucial point for their team in the match. And now he is everyone's hero after his crucial home run hit. Now everyone was loving him and flocking to him when no one thought except his three best friends that he can do the job in the crucial moment. So friends, we have come to the end of the review. So what we get from here, we can easily see that people can easily have a argument which occurs most of the time due to some misunderstanding with your friends, lovers, or family members, or sometimes happens due to their own nature or the way they talk. But these things can be easily solved with proper communication with your partner. And this anime clearly highlights these communication skills along with some light humor. And one of the most important things here depicted that showing courage to express your own true feelings and face the problems head on rather than running away forever. Another thing here is noted that the character development of Subaru-san and Saku. Here we see that Subaru-san was actually a crybaby in the childhood and how she pretends to be strong in order to help or save in or return favor to Waguri-san. And she does not care for herself. As long as Waguri-san is fine and happy, she will self-sacrifice her for Waguri-san. But now, after her interaction with Waguri-san and Rintaro, she decided to love herself a bit more and try to move forward so that she can be by the side of Waguri-san and not in her shadows. Another character is Saku-kun, where he is seen as a shy and timid guy, but he becomes very aggressive when someone badmouths his friends. which often leads to misunderstanding between people. But he generally cares for his friends and very kind. That's why he was very hurt when Rintaro hid the fact about Kaoruko-san. But after a very good and open-hearted conversation with him, the issue was resolved and they both had a very wholehearted conversation after that and their bonds became even stronger than before. This anime is very good and the character development and the storyline is excellent. So don't forget to watch the anime series. So friends, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button. Thank you.